Hey everybody, I just finished dehydrating my first batch of food here, so I figured I would go ahead and make the first video kind of an introduction into my dehydration series. Now, unlike other series, I really don't know much about dehydration yet. I'm hoping to kind of learn as I go and just kind of share my experience, hopefully learn a few tips I can share along the way, and definitely expand on it beyond just drying individual food things. I'd like to go ahead and try to make backpacking meals, stuff like that, and share those recipes and my experience with those. So anyways, just to go ahead and get started here, what I have is a Nesco dehydrator, and I don't have a specific model number on it, but it is just one of the ones you can get off of Amazon. It was around, I think, $60. And it comes with 5 trays, 5 tiers for drying food on. And I'll show you how it stacks up in a little bit. But basically, all it is this top unit, which has a fan and a heating element. And what that does is heat up air and cycle it through this little platter system here. And so how it works is it sucks up air through the center, so the air kind of comes up underneath all the food. It's sucked up into this center fan here, and then it's distributed along the outside of this hollow circle where it comes back in and gets sucked under the food again. So it recycles the air. It's a hot, not necessarily hot, but it's a warm, could be hot air that is cycled constantly through the food, allowing it to dry. It's pretty cool how it works, and so far it's been flawless in use. All it has is a plug. You plug it in when you want it on, you unplug it when it's out, when you want it off, and it's got a temperature dial which you adjust based on what you're drying, which could be fruits, nuts, herbs and spices, fish, jerky, meat, stuff like that. So it's a really simple operation, and you just kind of leave it on overnight depending on how long it needs to be on, and that is all you need to do to dry your food. You really don't have to watch it or anything. You could, I suppose, put it on a timer just to make sure that it shuts off at the right time. But so I'll go ahead and show you what I did last night. Is I cut up some bananas here. I put those on in addition to some other fruit I'll show you in a minute. And it worked. I mean, it's dehydrated. One thing I expected that the dehydrated food would be a little less flavorful, but it's actually more flavorful. The flavor kind of concentrates as it dries within the food, and it's really tasty. These bananas, they kind of look unappetizing, but that's because I did not pre-treat them. It's kind of recommended that you maybe spray like a lemon juice or some type of acid onto the fruit to keep it from browning as it sits there. I did not do that. It doesn't affect it in any way other than just the visual appearance. It tastes fine, doesn't taste rotten or anything. And these are tasty banana chips. They actually taste really good, make a good little snack. And so those were dried. These are just kind of protective little grace that you put on top of the main platters, and that allows them to stay cleaner. You can just throw this into the dishwasher. You can actually throw any of these into the dishwasher onto the top level, and that's a simple way to clean them. So on the next tier, I tried some different things. Some thinner sliced bananas, which worked out well. Some strawberries, which taste amazing. Raspberries, which don't really dehydrate, and not sure I'll be doing those ever again. They just really, it's hard to dry out the berries within the raspberry. And tomato here, which I have not tried yet. I'm kind of looking forward to that. And then on the final tier, I did some apples. And this was just an apple that was starting to go rotten, so I just cut out the rotten part, sliced it up, and spread it out on this platter here. And it's made a nice, really crispy, really tasty apple chip. So I'm already pretty impressed with this system. It works really well, super easy to use. It doesn't make a mess or anything. last night when the fan was running, it's fairly quiet. It's just kind of like a constant hum like you might have with a big computer fan or something like that. It's actually not really disturbing at all. And so that's how the system works. You just put this on top like that, turn it on, plug it in, and it recycles the air. And it took about 12 hours last night. I think that was a little more than it really needed. It could have probably done it in 10. So this is just kind of the first video, hopefully in a series of more that'll be to come. And I'm hoping that they'll obviously get better, more informative, more interesting, more than just bananas and strawberries. So stay tuned, more to come, and more materials of backpacking videos to come too. Just gotta start putting out some of those as well. So I'll see you later.